Hi there. It's been a while. I thought I would talk about Q4OS. It is Debian based and it's out of Germany. And in its original form, when you install it, I'm going to put it back to the stock wallpaper. Hit apply. Okay, I believe the stock wallpaper looks like this. What I've done is customize the I basically created two panels. I put the utility items over here on the right, and on the left, I installed actually two application menus. And what I wanted to show is that the second application menu is what they call menu Z, and the first application menu is called application menu. So with the second one here, it's kind of nifty because you get a history of some things you did recently. You get the clock and your recent used applications. So I thought that was handy in addition to the standard application menu that's adjacent to it. And then of course you can put your favorites off to the left, and you can customize your power icons here by just, if you were hovering over here, you can click on something. So say lockout, right click on it. It's already in the favorites, but here if it wasn't, you'd be able to add it by right clicking on it. So I kind of like having these particular power items here, and as I mentioned, my favorites here. And then what I did was also, I guess since I'm here, I went into system settings, and this is where I changed the look a little bit. We'll start with the global theme is Breeze Dark. Then under application style, under Windows decorations, I put Win10OS. I believe the stock look is Breeze. So these other options are all here in Q4OS. So you can give it a little bit of a Windows-esque look if you desire. And moving on, then I also went to the icons, and then, as I mentioned earlier, it would have been standard Breeze, and then I just switched it to the We10X Dark, which is already installed here in Q4OS. Click Apply, and then you get these particular icons. So the cursor, it may have been, I don't know if it's the dark or light, so you decide on the type of cursor you want. You could, this is endless in terms of your configuration. So just be aware that, when you make a change, that if you can always change it back, just pay attention to the changes that you've done. So, and I think, did I show the application? Yeah, I already did that. So that's what I've done with the look there. I installed Plank as well. You can install the KDE version. It's called Latte Dock, which is more complicated. And I just chose Plank because it's a simpler launcher. And of course, it goes into auto hide if I click on the browser. So actually, I'm going to go to Q4S right now and show you the website. So it's Q4OS.org, and I believe I mentioned it's out of Germany. Here's the homepage. It tells you a little bit about Q4S. If you want to try it out or install it, you would go to the Downloads tab. Excuse me. And I'm using the KDE Plasma version, which is the top line here. If you click on it, you can start downloading it. If you're interested in their other desktop environment, Trinity, you can do that down below here. But I wanted to stay with KDE, so I clicked here. And then if you want some info about setup, you would click the setup guide. And I guess it drops down right to here, but at the very top it looks like this. So it's Q4OS Setup and Using User Manual. And you've got hypertext here. You can click and go right to a particular subject. And then it just elaborates here, but be aware that if you do install it, it's automated, so you don't need to go through any of these steps. It's fairly automated with a lot of things already installed for you. So, and that's the reason for Q4OS over stock Debian. Is stock Debian, you need to configure it more, especially in terms of appearance and anything additional. There's more manual intervention with the stock Debian. And of course, Debian is not to be confused with Ubuntu. Debian is the grandfather distro that Ubuntu is under. So this is just a quick overview, just elaborating a little bit of Q4OS. And I installed it because I didn't want to play around with stock Debian. And I've been very happy with Q4OS, and the reason I'm showing you it today. So there will be show notes to try to elaborate a little more in detail. Hopefully this helps any of you who are curious, and I think that's it. Thank you for watching, and enjoy Linux.